Welcome to our guide on the top unique places to see, do, and experience in Vienna, Austria. I'm so excited to be sharing my love for this city with you. Vienna is a place that just oozes charm, history, and culture. From grand palaces to cozy coffee houses, it's a feast for the senses. Whether you're walking or joining a tour, we've ranked these spots by popularity to help you make the most of your 3-day trip. We'll give you the tips and tricks to make the most of your time, avoid crowds, and see the best of what Vienna has to offer. So pack your bags, grab your walking shoes, and let's get started. Our first stop takes us to the outskirts of Vienna, to the sprawling Schönbrunn Palace, our number 1 pick. This grand estate was the summer residence of the Habsburg emperors. As you approach, you'll be struck by its sheer scale and grandeur. Wander through the meticulously manicured gardens. Check out the Gloriette, perched atop a hill. Inside, the palace is just as impressive. Each room is more opulent than the last. Consider a carriage ride around the grounds. Now we're heading to the heart of Vienna, our number 2 pick, St. Stephen's Cathedral, or as the locals call it, Steffel. This iconic landmark has stood watch over the city for centuries, surviving wars, fires, and the test of time. Inside, appreciate the soaring ceilings and intricate stained glass windows. Seek out the pulpit, a late Gothic sculpture masterpiece. Climb the South Tower for panoramic views of Vienna. The city and the Danube River spread out before you. Before you leave, visit the catacombs below, holding remains of Habsburg emperors. Number 3 is a doubleheader. The Belvedere Palace. This stunning Baroque complex consists of 2 palaces, the upper and lower Belvedere, connected by beautiful gardens. And if you're an art lover, you're in for a real treat. The Belvedere Palace houses an impressive collection of Austrian art, including the world's largest collection of Gustav Klimt paintings, including the iconic Kiss. Lose yourself in the vibrant colors and swirling patterns of Klimt's masterpieces. But there's more to see here than just Klimt. You'll also find masterpieces by other renowned Austrian artists, like Egon Schiele and Oskar Kokoschka. After your art fix, take a stroll through the gardens. They're laid out in a classic French style, with perfectly manicured hedges, fountains, and statues. It's a peaceful oasis in the heart of the city. Number 4 is Hofburg Palace, walking in the footsteps of emperors. Get ready to step back in time as we explore the Hofburg Palace, the winter residence of the Habsburg rulers for over 6 centuries. This sprawling complex is a maze of courtyards, buildings, and museums, each with its own story to tell. Start your exploration in the imperial apartments, where you can peek into the lavish lives of Emperor Franz Joseph and his beloved Empress Elizabeth, affectionately known as Sisi. You'll see their private chambers, dressing rooms, and even Sisi's gymnasium. She was known for her obsession with her figure. Don't miss the silver collection, which displays the opulent tableware and dining sets used by the imperial court. You'll be amazed by the craftsmanship and the sheer number of pieces. And if you have time, catch one of the performances by the famed Lipizzaner stallions at the Spanish Riding School. It's a unique and unforgettable experience. Number 5 is Vienna State Opera, an evening of grandeur. Now it's time to experience the magic of the Vienna State Opera, one of the most famous opera houses in the world. Even if you're not a die-hard opera fan, a visit here is a must. The building itself is a masterpiece of Renaissance, revival architecture, and the atmosphere inside is electric. If you have time, try to catch a performance. Tickets can be tough to come by, so book well in advance. But even if you don't see a show, you can take a guided tour of the opera house and get a behind-the-scenes look at this grand institution. Imagine the legendary performers who have graced this stage, from Mozart to Strauss. The Vienna State Opera is more than just a building. It's a living testament to the power of music and the enduring legacy of Viennese culture. now let's head to our number 6, Prater Park, fun for young and old. Today we're taking a break from palaces and museums to enjoy some good old-fashioned fun at the Prater, Vienna's largest public park. This sprawling green space has something for everyone, from thrill rides to peaceful gardens. Of course, no visit to the Prater is complete without a ride on the iconic giant Ferris wheel. This 19th century landmark offers breathtaking views of the city. On a clear day, you can see for miles. But the Prater is much more than just the Ferris wheel. Explore the Prater, a charming amusement park with traditional rides, games, and food stalls. Take a ride on the Lilliputbahn, a miniature railway that's been delighting visitors since 1928. And for a taste of old Vienna, stop by one of the traditional cafes or restaurants for a bite to eat. Our number 7 pick is what all of us can relate to. Get ready to tantalize your taste buds as we dive into the sights, smells, and flavors of the Naschmarkt, Vienna's most popular market. This bustling market has been a Viennese institution for over a century, and it's a feast for the senses. As you wander through the stalls, you'll be greeted by a kaleidoscope of colors and aromas, from fresh produce to exotic spices, from cured meats to freshly baked bread. The Naschmarkt has something to tempt every palate. Be sure to sample some of the local delicacies, like Viennese sausages, pretzels, and strudel. On Saturdays, the Naschmarkt transforms into a giant flea market, with vendors selling everything from antiques and vintage clothing to handmade jewelry and souvenirs. It's the perfect place to find a unique treasure to take home with you. Our next stop takes us to number 8, the Albertina Museum, home to one of the most important graphic arts collections in the world. Housed in a stunning Hofburg Palace, the Albertina is a must-visit for any art enthusiast. The museum's collection spans over 6 centuries, from the late Middle Ages to the present day, with masterpieces by some of the biggest names in art history. You'll find works by Michelangelo, Dürer, Rembrandt, Rubens, Monet, Picasso, and many more. Take your time to appreciate the detail and skill of these master artists. The Albertina also hosts temporary exhibitions throughout the year, so there's always something new to see. And if you're feeling inspired, you can even take a drawing class at the museum's art school. Get ready for a visual treat as we visit number 9 on our list, the Hundertwasser House, one of Vienna's most unique and whimsical buildings. Designed by the eccentric artist Friedensreich Hundertwasser, this apartment building is a celebration of individuality, nature, and organic forms. The Hundertwasser House is like a fairy tale come to life, with its undulating floors, colorful facades, and trees growing out of the windows. It's a building that defies convention and challenges our notions of what architecture should be. Take your time to admire the playful details, like the mosaic columns, the ceramic tiles, and the whimsical sculptures that adorn the building. And while you can't go inside the apartments themselves, you can visit the Hundertwasser village across the street, which features a cafe, shops, and a rooftop terrace with great views of the house. Our final stop takes us to the Vienna City Hall, a stunning example of neo-Gothic architecture. This grand building is home to the city's mayor and city council, and it's a symbol of Vienna's civic pride. Take a guided tour to learn about the history and architecture of this impressive building. You'll see the Grand Council chambers, the ornate staircases, and the impressive courtyard. During the holiday season, the square in front of the City Hall transforms into a magical Christmas market with twinkling lights, festive decorations, and the aroma of roasted chestnuts and glühwein filling the air. It's a truly special time to be in Vienna. Thanks for joining us on this tour of Vienna's top unique places. If you're looking for a city that's both steeped in history and bursting with modern energy, Vienna is calling your name. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more travel guides. We hope you have an amazing time exploring Vienna. Remember to take your time, savor the local delicacies, and let yourself get swept away by the charm of this unforgettable city. I can't wait to hear about your adventures.